Taurus, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Taurus, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Archangel Michael cards. Going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Take what resonates with you whenever you see any of my readings, whether they're an old reading or new reading. Just if it resonates, take it, okay? Not leave it. All right, so Taurus, let's get started on your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Taurus. Spirit, I'm going to give you two of the Archangel cards from Archangel Michael, and then I'm going to do your reading, okay? So let's do this. Two cards for Taurus for their highest good. This is for Taurus. Spirit for Taurus. All right, here we go. This one says, deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving on. So really take the time to clear your mind before you start putting anything together, okay? Any projects or starting something new. Really take the time to clear your mind so that you can really navigate through it clearly, okay? It says, step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. Definitely. Yeah, whatever it is that you're trying to start, whatever it is that you're trying to do, really speak up about it. You know, you have that inner wisdom, you have that inner courage, the inner power to do it, which is really nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so Taurus, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Here we go. One for the current, one for the situation. Wow. One for the past. One for what you need to do. I'm sorry, for what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. One for what you need to do, what you need to do now. Sorry. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow, Taurus, interesting. Okay. All right, Taurus, so you start off with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is talking about, you know, really standing up for yourself, you know. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Really speak your truth also. I feel like you really need to start speaking your truth about things. We have the Eight of Cups in the situation. The Eight of Cups is talking about leaving something behind. Really, you could be leaving the obstacles and anything that you were dealing with. You could be leaving it behind already, so it's good. I like that. Yeah, the Queen of Wands here in the past. The Queen of Wands is talking about, you know, not for you to let anybody steal your light. Like, really find that strength, really focus on, you know, being who you are, and really, you know, it doesn't matter what anybody says, okay? It doesn't matter what anybody says or does. It just, you know, you'd be your own person, okay, is what they're saying. You have the Three of Pentacles here. I feel like you have a lot of support from your friends and family. I feel like you want to create something, or you're going to create something, and I feel like you really need to start looking at, really clear your mind before you start doing anything, okay? I also feel like you could be traveling here also. I feel like you're going to achieve something that you really, really want. Wow. And then you have the Hermit card here, and the Hermit is talking about, for the hopes and fears, it's going within. Isn't that a beautiful card? I love that card. Really go within, really clear your mind, go within, meditate, whatever you got to do, really go outside, whatever it is, ground yourself, really clear your mind before you start doing anything, okay? Making decisions, anything like that. You have the Three of Cups here, and the Three of Cups is talking about in what you need to do now, and that's about knowing that you have the support from people around you, your loved ones, your friends. I also feel like there's celebration here. Togetherness, like maybe you're going to get together with friends and family, you know, even groups like a community group, stuff like that. I also, with the high priestess here, in which you need to work on, trust your intuition, you guys. You have that inner guidance, you have that inner power. Really start using it, okay? Um, and then for the outcome, you have the emperor, and the emperor is talking about that you know how to handle yourself, you know how to do things, you know, you're very smart, very courageous, you know, you're ready for anything that comes your way, and you'll be able to handle anything also. So it's good. Very nice. Like that. All right. So let's see what's going on. Taurus, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Why is the Queen of Swords here for Taurus? I'm a card. Wow. Okay. So really stand strong, okay? Because with the Queen of Swords, you know, be who you are. Believe in yourself that you can create anything and do anything. I feel like you just need to speak your truth about things and stand up for yourself also. With the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you need to have patience also. Really have patience for the things that are going on in your life. You know, I know it kind of can sound like, oh, I do have patience, but you know, most of the time, sometimes you don't, you know. Stop trying to control everything. Let everything just fall into place where it's at. Even if you don't see the things that are supposed to be here, like really have patience for it, okay? Because it will come in. You just need to have patience. And then you have the Six of Wands here, and I feel like, you know, with your patience, with everything that's going on, you know, you're very truthful, you're very blunt, you know how to handle yourself. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of success here for you, which is very nice. I feel like you're being recognized for all that hard work that you've been doing. I feel like, you know, you're very truthful and you are recognized for the truth that you speak. Okay, so people look at you in that sense. So that's good. It's really nice. Really good. There's victory and success here moving forward. And I feel like people are watching you also. People look at you and they watch you. So I would be careful also too how you post things on social media, because there are a lot of people that look at things. Okay. Then you have the Eight of Cups. And why is the Eight of Cups here for Taurus? One more card. Wow. Nice. All right. So you do have the Eight of Cups here. And the Eight of Cups is talking about leaving obstacles behind, going in a different direction, you know, just leaving things. You know, you see this person, they just get up and leave. You know, they don't care or bother with the cups that are there. You know, they just want to leave because it's time. You know, it's time to go. And that's what you're doing. You know, it's time for you to leave things, situations that are old, things that are just not complying with you, you know, things that are not for you. It's time to get up and leave. I feel like a lot of you guys are going on a spiritual journey also. You could be going that, but you're definitely leaving a lot of obstacles behind. You're leaving them behind and you're going into this new chapter, which is the World card. And it's nice. The World card is here. You know, things are changing, going in a different cycle. So it's nice, really nice. Speak your truth, okay? Really speak the truth and see the truth. Justice is here. Things, you're going to be making fair decisions, you know. Don't be too quick to judge people, okay? Really don't be too quick to judge people. It's also a message from the spirit guides. You know, really look at the truth before you start judging anybody, okay? And I also feel like there is justice here for anything that has been done wrong. You don't need to do anything. Just keep going, speaking your truth and doing what you do best, okay? You have the Queen of Wands here, and the Queen of Wands is saying, you know, find your strength. Find your strength. Don't let anybody steal your light. Be who you are, the leader that you are. Be that person, you know, be true to yourself also. You know, don't go and hide behind anybody. They're asking you to really don't be afraid of who you are. You know, you're the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, whether you're male or female, she has strength. She doesn't let anybody dim her light. She doesn't care what other people think. She doesn't care about, you know, their judgments or their, you know, insults or anything like that. They are who they are. You know, she's a very strong person. This is a very strong, resilient person. Okay. She doesn't let anybody, you know, put her down or anything like that. And that's the way they want you to be. Okay. Wow. And with the Three of Pentacles here, and what's hidden? Why is the Three of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow. Wow. All right, you got the Emperor here twice, so you're very, very strong-willed, very strong, wise, very, very You're ready for anything that comes your way. You do have the Ten of Swords though that popped out here. You know, you're a leader. Remember that, okay? I feel like you want to create something. You're trying to create something. I also feel like you're putting it into motion. I feel like people see you as a role model, and you have a lot of supports from your friends and family. Always remember that you do, okay? And I feel like there could be traveling here also. You're making plans. You're making ideas. You're bringing your ideas to life, which is nice. I also feel with the Ten of Swords that something has come to an end. You know, whether it was a relationship or partnership, whatever it could have been, it's something here that came to an end, and it's leaving your path. Okay, so it could be hurtful, it could have been hurtful, it could have been something that just wasn't good for you. Something has ended. Okay, so just remember that. But it always jumps right back to a one, so it's also good because you're starting a new cycle because it's here. You also have the Emperor here. The Emperor, with this ending, you're going to see that light right here, that light, so it's nice. The Emperor is here. Remember, you are the Emperor. You're very wise. You're very stable. You know how to handle things, all kinds of things, no matter what. You know, the Emperor, he wears his armor underneath his gown because he knows that he's ready for anything at any time, any minute, and that's you, Taurus. Okay, so just know that. I feel like you have a very strong foundation, a lot of stability here. And you're going to be able to handle anything that comes your way. You have the Hermit card here. And why is the Hermit here for Taurus? One more card. Yeah, definitely, because the World card came out, so the Wheel of Fortune is here. Wheel of Fortune shows up when a cycle is ending, so it's here, okay? You do have to go within, okay? Try to go within. Really see things more clear, really have that peace of mind about things, really see things before you start doing them or before you start rushing into anything, okay? Really go within so you can clear your mind and see the picture better, okay? Or the plans better, okay? So you can get a better view of things. Excuse me. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, you know, the cycle has ended and a new one is coming in. It's turning in your favor. Your luck is changing for the better. So it's very nice. I like that a lot. Karma is here. Justice is here. You don't have to do anything to anybody. Just let it go. The universe has your back. You do have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is asking you to really start saving money, and also to leave the past behind. You know, you could be stubborn at times and just keep on and on and on and hold on to these grudges when they're clearly asking you it's time to let things go. Okay, stop being so tight with things, your money, with your past, with things. Okay, stop doing that. You know, they're material things, and you don't need to be like that. I don't know who that message was for, but that's for somebody. Okay, so wow. I also feel like there's traveling here for you, so be ready. You have the Three of Cups for what you need to do now. Why is the Three of Cups here? Wow, one more card. Interesting. All right, so there could be so you do have the Three of Cups, and there is celebration here, which is really nice. But with the Page of Cups, I feel like you need to really start trusting your intuition and using your intuition here because you have it, okay? I feel like there's you're going to have intuitive messages. Pay attention to your dreams, you guys. Really start paying attention to your dreams when you can. Try to remember them because there's messages coming through for you. I feel like there's also messages coming through email or texts. There's some kind of messages that are trying to come in through to you. With the Lovers card here, you know, there's also a decision that you're trying to make. You have the support of people around you, okay? So just know that. Trust the process, whatever it is. If you're dealing with the relationship, you know, really trust the process on it, okay? Just let everything come in on its own. Let everything be the way it is. You know, listen, pay attention, communicate, okay? I feel like also too that there could be some kind of attraction, that you have some kind of attraction for somebody. Wow. So just there's an attraction here, and there's a choice here that you're trying to make. But I also feel like there's celebration. So I feel like whatever it is that you're going to be happy, very happy. And really trust that intuition and use your intuition and pay attention to the signs that are around you. You know, because your spirit guides are sending you signs, but you're not paying attention, and they want you to pay attention because you're very intuitive, but you're just not using it. Okay, so really trust your intuition. Wow. And why is the High Priestess here and what you need to work on? Your intuition. One more card. Wow. All right. So there is a decision that you're trying to contemplate right now. You're going to very soon. If you haven't, you will very soon. The High Priestess is here. She's asking you to use your inner power, your inner courage, your inner, the knowing that use it. Trust that intuition, okay? Use that gut feeling because it's here. That's why it's there for you to use it. You're at a crossroads right now. You're definitely making that decision. You're contemplating which direction you want to go. Definitely. Really take that blindfold and see the truth in everything before you start making any decisions. Take your time. Don't rush into anything. Really clear your mind before you're going to make any decisions. And then you have the Seven of Cups, and that is definitely a decision card. Make your choices real. Be real with your choices. Be realistic with everything that you're doing. If you're trying to buy a house that costs $1 million and you certainly don't make that, well, then it's probably not a good idea to get it. Okay, so really, that's an example, you guys. So really just try, okay? Really, really try to make your decisions. Be real with yourself about all these decisions because you really want to do so much, Taurus. And they're not saying that it's going to, not to. They're just saying to really clear your mind before you start making any decisions, to trust your intuition, to follow your heart on it, okay? And then you have the Emperor here. And why is the Emperor here for the outcome? One more card. Wow, there's that new path, so it's nice. So you do have the Knight of Cups here, and then you have the Emperor, and you have the Fool. So you started off with the Emperor, and like I said, you're very wise, you're very intelligent. You have that strong foundation, you have that strong will to do whatever it is that you want to do. And you can, you know how to handle things very clearly, very, very well. Really pay attention to things, follow your heart, make your decisions from your heart. There is definitely some kind of message that's going to come in for you. And all this is going to lead you on this new path. Remember that you can handle anything, okay? Whatever happens, because there is an ending here that's going to bring you to something new. And it's like there's some kind of choice that you have to make. There's a decision that you're going to have to make very soon. But they're saying that you're like the Emperor. You're the leader. You are a leader, Taurus. So you're going to be able to handle any decisions that come towards you, any ending that comes towards you. Remember, be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else. Be honest with yourself. Be real with yourself also. All right, so, and really clear your mind, okay? All right, so Taurus, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. God bless.